A late-night fight near Boat Quay has now become more than just another viral street video. A 23-year-old Singaporean man has been charged with possessing a taser after an altercation involving several men near Upper Circular Road. What makes this case important is not only what happened during the confrontation. It is the presence of a controlled weapon in a crowded nightlife area where one sudden move could have placed bystanders at risk. The incident allegedly happened at about 3:46 in the morning on July 19th near the Riverwalk at 20 Upper Circular Road. Video footage shared with Mothership showed at least 5 men shouting near a sloped walkway leading towards an underground pedestrian passage. One man dressed in black appeared to move towards 2 other men. He was held back by 2 people. One of those restraining him appeared to be holding a taser. The man in black later walked away. Soon after, another man dressed in white pointed and shouted at 2 men nearby. He then appeared to throw a punch. The person who was struck stumbled backwards, hit the plastic barricades beside the walkway, and fell. The man in white was then restrained, but the argument continued. Some of those involved later moved into the underground passage, while the man in black was seen returning to the area. During the recording, sounds resembling a taser being discharged could be heard. However, the video alone does not establish who activated it, who may have been targeted, or exactly what happened before the filming began. Those details have not been confirmed publicly. Several bystanders were watching from the railings above. Some appeared to be recording the confrontation on their phones. A reader told Mothership that bouncers from nearby establishments were allegedly involved, but that claim has not been independently confirmed. The person charged was identified in the report as 23-year-old Theophilus Jebridge. According to the charge sheet, he allegedly possessed a taser without lawful authority or a lawful purpose. His case has been adjourned to July 28th. At this stage, the charge is an allegation. The court has not determined guilt, and the full circumstances have not yet been established. Here is the part that may not be obvious. A taser is not treated like an ordinary personal safety gadget in Singapore. Singapore Police Force guidance lists taser guns as controlled items. They are not generally allowed for individual possession. That distinction matters because products sold online or available overseas may still be tightly regulated here. Something being easy to purchase elsewhere does not automatically make it legal to bring into Singapore, keep at home, or carry in public. The wider concern is what happens when a confrontation involving fists suddenly includes a weapon. A verbal dispute can already become dangerous within seconds. Adding a device capable of delivering an electric shock raises the risk for everyone nearby, including security staff, passers-by, and people attempting to stop the fight. The location also matters. Boat Quay is a busy nightlife area visited by workers, tourists, and people heading home after a night out. An altercation beside a sloping walkway and an underground passage creates extra hazards. Someone who is pushed, struck, or startled could fall against barriers, down a slope, or into other pedestrians. This is why crowd control is not only about separating the people who started the argument. It is also about protecting everyone around them and preventing more people from joining in. The footage raises another difficult issue. Bystanders often start filming because they want evidence, or because the scene is unusual. Recordings can later help investigators understand what occurred. But standing close to a confrontation can also put the person filming in danger, especially when a weapon may be present. The safer response is to keep a reasonable distance and contact the police rather than move closer for a clearer video. There is also a question about the role of private security and bouncers. People working at nightlife venues may need to handle aggressive behavior, but any intervention must remain controlled and proportionate. The available footage does not tell us whether those involved were employees, what led to the confrontation, or whether anyone was acting in self-defense. It would therefore be unfair to assign blame based only on a short clip. What the video does show is how quickly a chaotic situation can develop when several people are shouting, restraining one another, and moving through a confined public space. The sharpest lesson from this case may not be about one punch or one person. It is how a confrontation becomes harder to control when nobody clearly steps back. One person advances, another responds, others intervene, bystanders gather. Within moments, the risk spreads beyond the original disagreement. Singapore's strict approach towards weapons is meant to stop precisely this kind of escalation. The law does not wait until a weapon causes serious harm before treating its possession as a major concern. The aim is to reduce the chance that an argument turns into something far worse. Still, enforcement alone cannot prevent every late-night confrontation. Venue operators need trained staff. Security teams need clear procedures. Members of the public need to recognize when recording should come second to moving away and seeking help. And anyone who buys unfamiliar self-defense equipment online must first check whether it is legal in Singapore. The court process may eventually reveal more about how the taser was obtained, whether it was used, and what happened before the video started. Until then, those questions remain unanswered. Based on the confirmed facts, the fairest conclusion is that this was not simply a noisy dispute outside a nightlife venue. It became a public safety issue the moment a controlled weapon allegedly entered the situation. Do you think nightlife venues need stronger security rules, or are Singapore's current laws and enforcement already enough? Share your view below, and keep supporting 2230 by liking the video, passing it on, and subscribing for more clear Singapore news explainers.